I'm gonna say it if nobody else will. Is Tokyo overrated?
Or this video is gonna be about why a lot of people
and not thinking about how their actions are impacting anyone.
An interest that many American people are.
Cold, average, rounded stuff area.
When I was in Japan, oh my god.
I'm always so confused when people say that.
Can someone please explain to me?
Well, everyone was always going on about like Japan's like the best, it's like the dream destination. It can't be that good, like there's no way.
お前らこんにちは。海外の反応を届けるゴリラ通信だ。日本の文化や食べ物が世界中で人気になっているが、今回はその人気にあえて逆張りする外国人たちの反応を紹介しようと思う。人気が出れば出るほどいい値したことねえだろって言いたくなるやつが出てくる。これ万国共通の習性なんだよな。日本が褒められまくった結果、海外じゃ今過大評価って言葉が一人歩きしてる。みんながいいって言うから怪しい。どうせ観光客向けに作られた国でしょ。もう来る前からがっかりする気満々なわけだ。だがな、その逆張り精神、日本に着いた途端妙に雲行きが怪しくなる。一体ネキたちは日本で何を見たのか。今回はその末路を一緒に辿っていこうじゃねえか。各 UI も逆張りで生きてきた男でな。タワマンなんて見えだけだろってバカにしてたら、それは単に手が届かねえだけだったわ。さあ今回は日本なんて過大評価と逆張りしてた海外ネキたちが来日してどうなったのかたっぷり紹介していくぜ。それじゃあ行ってみよう。日本なんて全然好きじゃないんだからね。
ゴリをたまにチャンネル登録よろしく。
まずは日本。そんなにいいの？で母国で首をかしげるニキやネキたちから見ていこう。
Wait, how did you know I've just been to Japan? I didn't even tell you. Because everyone's fucking going to Japan. Everyone's been to Japan in the past 6 months. The whole of the UK has been to Japan. Ask anyone in the UK. You can't, because they're not here. They're in Japan.
People want to go to Japan. Every white guy wants to go to Japan.
When white guys have this like idea of Asian people, they think of Japan. Yeah. They think of Japanese culture.
They don't go to China.
They'll think they want to go to China, but what they mean is Japan.
Yeah, what they mean.
But everyone was always going on about like Japan's like the best, it's like the dream destination. It's very expensive and like it can't be that good. Like there's no way, because the amount of hype, especially on social media, there's no way the hype can meet the expectation. Guys, if you've been, let me know, is it really that good?
ここでちょっと前からは今思ってた海外ネキニキあるある言っていいか。海外に来車の中で動画撮りがち。
You know how people who have studied abroad are always like, I miss it so much when I studied abroad. Well, it's the same way with people who have been to Japan and they're always like, when I was in Japan, oh my god.
Like, what does Tokyo, Japan have, or anywhere else in Japan? Because I have heard so many people say that that's like their favorite travel destination, and I don't know why. Like, I don't understand. At least it's not obvious to me. Do they have really amazing food spots, like amazing natural attractions? Like, what is the vibe? If someone can explain that to me, I would love that, because I'm always so confused when people say that.
Can someone please explain to me Singaporeans' obsession with going to Japan? I feel like half the country is making a pilgrimage to Tokyo right now. We Singaporeans like to think that we are well-traveled, but we are well-traveled to the same countries every year.
さて実際に見てきた通り、海外には日本って国に対して懐疑的に見てるネキニキたちが想像以上に存在するようだな。そんじゃお次は実際に日本を初めて訪れてみて、イメージを全部ぶち壊されたニキたちの姿を見てみようじゃねえか。
I'm at the airport in Osaka, and I mean, just look at those. As soon as you walk in after the security check, there's little stations with nice cushions where you can charge your phone, relax. This looks like a straight convention center. It doesn't even feel like an airport.
check out this door in Japan. Well, no, we need to get this in America, bro. And then, you just close this back.
As an American visiting Tokyo for the first time, I will say that everywhere you go, it is dead silent. It is incredibly quiet. Even though there's like 40 million plus people who live here, even in like the most touristy places, everybody's so quiet, especially on the subways. And as someone who's visiting from New York City, I can appreciate it. I'm an American traveling in Japan, and this is my first.
こっちのアメリカに来は日本で初めて本物の桜を見たらしい。
It is so beautiful here. We're here at Sensoji Temple. We had no idea there was going to be cherry blossoms here, but we showed up and there just happened to be cherry blossoms, so we will take it. But look how beautiful it is. Only last for 2 days after they bloom, so we are so lucky to see them.
So we just landed in Japan and we already have so many questions. यहाँ की गलियाँ इतनी साफ हैं, we cannot see a single piece of trash anywhere. Kawaii बोलते हैं is on another level. मतलब यहाँ की packaging, यहाँ की चीजें, मतलब even खाने की चीजें बहुत cute हैं. उसके अलावा vending machines, हर कोने पे vending machine हम देख रहे हैं, and I'm absolutely in love with getting stuff from vending machines.
The number one bad thing about living in Japan, it's 1 a.m. I'm on my way to the convenience to get just that, a sweet little treat. They're putting a crack in it salad. And so a drink and a sweet treat for 487 yen. I think that's like $2. There is nothing you can get at the convenience store in America for $2.
Oh my God, we went inside the temple and talked to this man and he takes care of the temple. And he just gave us a gift. I'm seriously gonna cry. How sweet. And just gave us a bag full of sweets. I'm gonna cry.
戦争時に優しすぎんだろ。
Guys, I found my AirPods. Someone put them here. This is Japan. This is why I love Japan. I dropped these when I was getting in a taxi and I found them. Thank God.
こっからは自国に帰った後、日本での体験を振り返りにキャッチだぜ。
Or 7-Eleven or anything like that. There will be a rack for you to just like, there are umbrellas there. Hey, they have this umbrella, all the transparent umbrella, we can just take one. Then 3 days later, then we realize somebody told us that, oh, actually this is, you go in, you put, then you come out, you take. Everyone just happens to have the same umbrella.
The first time I visited Japan, I was shocked by the market. I've traveled to a few places, but I've never felt this level of respect before. The bowing, the politeness, even the way they hand you your coat, it made me feel honored to be there. It made me realize something. In Japan, hospitality isn't a job, it's a mindset.
First major one is that there's so much English in train stations. I thought I was going to have to work the Google translating where I needed to go, but there's so much English and French changed into English, and it's completely fine.
Being in a place that's walkable, oh, it's unbelievably clean. Yo, getting tuna onigiri from a fucking 7-Eleven for $2? There's no like downtown LA equivalent. Everybody's on their own type time and just walking and doing what they have to do. It's awesome. Out here though, you on the subway, somebody's like, showtime! Motherfuckers pop in with the Bluetooth speaker playing some bullshit.
Everything is also so clean. Everywhere I go for the most part, it is clean. I'm seeing people literally vacuum the stairs in the station. People putting a rag towards all of the escalator handles. Like, everything is so impeccably clean here. Of course, you're gonna get like some places that aren't as clean, especially like in the middle of nowhere. But in the cities, it's so clean here, and I absolutely love that. It's such a huge culture shock when I go to an airport in the US, and it is just disgusting versus an airport here is just impeccably clean and well kept.
なんで日本だけが過大評価ってわざわざ叩かれんのか。答えはシンプルでな、褒められすぎたからだよ。人ってのは何かが人気になりすぎると言い値したことねえだろって水を差したくなる生き物なんだ。芸能人でも店でも同じだろ。持ち上げられた瞬間アンチが湧く。日本はここ数年世界一夢の国って褒め言葉がインフレを起こしてる。そりゃその反動で過大評価って逆張りも生まれるわけだ。だがな、過大評価も過小評価もどっちも的外れなんじゃねえかと愛は思う。だって文化には相性があるだろ。静かで気配りだらけの空気を窮屈だって感じる奴もいりゃ、天国だって泣く奴もいる。同じ日本を見てんのに評価が真逆になる。それは日本がいいとか悪いとかじゃなくて、単純にその人と会うか会わねえかの話なんだよな。そんで面白いのがさ、案外党の日本人たちが一番こういう評価に無頓着だってことだ。毎日この国で暮らして別に普通だろって素通りしてるもんに海の向こうの奴らが振り回されてる。だが過大評価だなんだって騒がれてるってことは、それだけはいらの普通がどっかで特別だってことなんだよな。まあ各言う愛も身近なもんには鈍い男でな。母ちゃんの飯を毎日同じってぼやいてたのに、一人暮らしをして初めてその凄さを思い知ったのを今でも覚えてるわ。
ゴリをたまにチャンネル登録よろしく。
I'm gonna say it if nobody else will. Once you go to Japan, you realize America's not the greatest country on earth.
実は日本は過大評価系の投稿に一番ブチに入れてんのは日本在住の海外ニキネキたちなんだよな。お次はそんな日本在住ネキたちの反応も見ていこう。
Is Tokyo overrated? Honestly, not even close. It's completely different in the best way possible. The culture, the custom, the way people move, it's all interesting. You can spend entire days in just one part of Tokyo. Shibuya alone will keep you busy. If you can, give yourself a full week because you won't get bored.
Or this video is going to be about why a lot of people come to Japan, or even if they don't come to Japan, why they like to say it's overrated. A lot of the times because they came with unrealistic expectations. A lot of these people see these TikTokers who are visiting in Japan, or they come and stay in Japan, and they're talking about, oh, you come here, oh, your acne is going to disappear, you're going to eat food for 50 cents, yada, yada, yada. And it's just like, when you're coming with these crazy expectations, like it's almost like the whole country of Japan is Disneyland, you're bound to be let down. And so they had this unrealistic expectation, and when they go back, they're like, it's kind of overrated. Whether you should just be learning about the culture and then go there and actually find places to experience that culture, or find something that you actually find interest, like that you're interested about within Japan, and go and explore that, and then base it off of that rather than basing it off of what another person in Japan told you should do.
These are reasons why it's hard to leave Japan. First, Japan seems so much more open to various artistic expressions and interests than many American people are. And I really appreciate how much anime, manga, and video games are seen as a normal hobby for most people here. This openness leads to fun things like anime or video game themed stores and restaurants, full feature movies like this one for Slam Dunk, and all sorts of brand collaborations. But we rarely get these kind of things in the USA.
I barely remember anything from 2020 or 2021, but when I came to Japan, I felt like I was living. I traveled, met new people, dated, explored new places, and had experiences that people my age are supposed to have, things that I did not experience back at home. Japan is not perfect. It has a lot of flaws. It has a lot of things that piss me off, but it gave me something I've never felt before, a chance to build a life, make friends, date, gain experiences, and find opportunities. For the first time, I feel like I belong somewhere, and this is why I chose to live in Japan.
One thing that I love about living in Japan is you can just walk out in the freely and you don't have to feel judged about nothing, babe. There's no judging me here. Another thing is that Japan people, I also love that they accommodate for everybody. Like, they know that good service means that they're just being good people. They don't have to do it for anything. I like people in the States because, you know, when they be nice to you, you be like, what do you want?
誰もジャッジしてこない。これ生きづらかったやつほど刺さるんだよな。放っといてくれるのも優しさの一種なのかもしれねえな。
Do I regret moving to Japan? Not even a little. Food is cheaper, healthier, and in Tokyo there are endless options no matter what you're craving. I can actually get work done, plan my day, and not think about traffic. But honestly, what gets me the most is the energy of the city. I grew up in a small, quiet city where I felt like the ceiling was low, like there was only so far you could go. Tokyo removed that ceiling completely. I feel like I can actually learn here, create here, and grow here.
I've been living in Japan for a while, and it's the little things that I love about living here. They're doing construction next to my house, and they're so respectful. They even apologize for the noise and tell you how loud they're being. Like, that's literally so unnecessary, but I appreciate it.
Japan has ruined every other country. I dropped my wallet earlier today, and this man chased me 2 blocks just to return it. When he came up to me, I said sorry. He said sorry. Then we both couldn't stop bowing towards each other. It was so funny. At the end, I got my wallet back, but my standard for what's polite has been shifted forever.
なぜ日本は過大評価って投稿に一番食ってかかるのが日本在住ネキたちなのか。それってきっと観光客が褒めるのもけなすのも大体表面上の話だからなんだよな。飯がうまい街が綺麗電車が正確値段が高い混んでる分かりにくいどっちも目に見える部分の話だ。だが日本のいいとこも面倒なとこも全部知ってる在住勢が惚れてんのはさ、もっと奥の暮らして初めてわかる日本の真相部分だからなんだと思う。一番大事なとこをすっ飛ばして過大評価って断言されるからお前何も見えてねえだろってなるわけだ。まあワイも顔だけ見て怖いってよく言われるんだが、数日ワイと一緒に過ごしてみるとよくわかると思うぜ。中身はただのビビりだってことにな。
Japan may have completely ruined traveling for me.
さてこっからは日本に来てみた日たちが初めて日本を体感したことでリアルタイムで価値観がぶっ壊されていく様を見ていこう。
Because it's absolutely brilliant. I've been in Japan 3 weeks and it has quickly become my favorite place I have ever traveled to. I just hope it doesn't ruin traveling for me for everywhere else in the world.
Something that really makes me feel like I could never be happy back in America is that, like, I couldn't go to a nice restaurant alone because people would think like I'm lonely or like think I'm like a loser or something, but in Japan it's just completely normal. I could just do anything. Like, things are like made for you to do alone. I've gone to cafes where like all the seats are singular seats in Japan. It's amazing. It's like introvert heaven over here, and I just think every year I get more and more introverted, so it's just like I can't go back in time.
So we've been living in Japan for almost 4 months now, and honestly, I'm so sad to go back. But I'm not ready for this reverse culture. Like, Japan is goated. It's goated. The people here, they mind their business. They're quiet. They're polite. I'm not excited to go back to America. I'm not.
And at nighttime, we missed our last train, so it was like 5 a.m. and we were out, and we had no way of figuring out how to get back to our hostel. 18-year-old kid we met, who I had all those videos of, walked us an hour back home, like a full hour with his bike, just walking it with us and talking to us. We tried to offer him like $5 or $10 just because, like, you know, he didn't even ask. We were just offering it to him, and he was like, no. I messaged him the next day on Instagram because I got his Instagram. Hey man, thanks so much for that. Like, we really appreciate it. And he responded, whatever makes your experience in Japan better. Why do you care? Like, I love these people.
I was in Japan for 2 weeks, and I've been back in the US for about a week. And I think the culture shock coming back to America was way worse than the culture shock going to Japan. Because going to Japan, I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's so courteous, everyone's so nice, it's so clean, it's so quiet, and the buses, the public transportation's amazing, the food's so clean and fresh and delicious. And then I got back here and everyone's loud and screaming and running around and not thinking about how their actions are impacting anyone. Driving again. I'm constipated already because the food here isn't good. When do you get over the Japan depression?
In England, what you get is a cold, average, rounded surface area. But in places like Japan, I kid you not, it's warm, it's inviting, and then afterwards it cleans you. You know, for you don't have to do it yourself.
Is it just me, or does Japan make everyone a butt? Don't get me wrong, I love Japan. I can slowly see myself losing some of my instincts. Everything is so safe. It's putting my sweet irritation to sleep. I've had to hone a specific set of skills, so I don't know what to do with all this safety.
ラストは気づいちまったネキたちだ。過大評価どころか過小評価だったわって、結局は日本に沼っちまったニキネキたちの末路を見ていこう。
I gotta come to Japan once a year, you guys. I was trying to rack up countries, but I've honestly been so impressed. I did not think that I would like Japan that much. Don't even get me started on the service and how kind people are. Like, it's truly just so amazing. So I get it. I'm gonna stop judging people now when they go back to the same country every single year to find a place that is just magical and you can do your shopping and you love it so much. I get why people would go back.
One of the things that I noticed about Japanese people was how genuinely nice they seem to be. And I don't mean like the American customer service kind of nice where they smile at you and secretly hope that you don't ask for help, like actually nice. And it's not performative nice, it's like the quiet kind of nice. People weren't loud about being kind, they just were. They don't hover, they don't bother you, they're minding their business, but when you need help, they show up for you in a big way.
Japan has been one of the top 4 richest countries in the world since the 60s. And after the war, the strength of Japanese capitalism was so strong, it led to and developed a very strong middle class who had a lot of disposable income and bought a lot of stuff. Which leads me to the reason I tell you all of this is because, put simply, Japan makes and sells a lot of stuff. And Westerners love stuff, particularly when it embodies some sort of that cultural uniqueness and cool factor. Japan has become so popular because we have become huge consumers of Japanese stuff.
Why have so many people just recently become obsessed with Japan? Is it the food, the transportation, the culture, or is it something else? For me, it's pretty much all those things, plus the good energy that is associated when it comes to Japan. No country's perfect. I like how most people tend to shine a massive light on the positives of Japan rather than focusing on the negatives. Because in countries like the United States right now, I feel like everything that is negative about living in the US, being in the US, is being absolutely blasted everywhere. And it's just not giving the right image of the United States.
You know, a lot of people, when they come to Japan, they think about this fantasy anime land. Is that Japan?
Oh, 100%. Japan has so many things that you can enjoy, but for another part, you have a lot of amusement parks, you have a lot of history, you have a lot of places that haven't changed for hundreds of years.
My mom doesn't watch anime, she won't eat sushi, she won't even eat fish. She knows basically nothing about Japan. But to this day, if you ask her what her favorite trip was, it's always Japan. And it got me thinking, why does everybody love Japan? So here's my theory. It's the super abundance of small retail shops. You get block after block of family-run specialist shop perfecting the same thing for 40 years. And when you have 1,000 of those all competing with each other, you get the best version of everything. The best cacio e pepe I ever had in my life wasn't in Italy. It was in Japan.
チナカーチョエペペってのはイタリアローマの伝統的なパスタのことな。
And when every single shop is run by a local family, the whole entire neighborhood feels alive.
How many times have you been to Japan?
This will be my 8th time.
So what keeps you coming back to Japan?
People, the food, culture, and the sentos.
Wait, tell us more. What do you like about the sentos?
They force me to be in the moment. They stimulate my body in a way that challenges me to be still.
ハマりすぎて湯船でインタビュー受けてんのくさ。
Why are we going back to Japan? Japan is one of our favorite countries in the world. If you have gone to Japan or spent considerable time in Japan yourself, I think you'll understand that going back as frequently as we do is a privilege, and we're incredibly lucky that we're able to do so. And we're incredibly fortunate to be able to spend as much time that we have.
I love that in Japan you can get the best quality meat ever. Wagyu and Kobe. I didn't know that meat could look and taste like that. You probably don't know what it means to be truly clean before you visit an onsen. Public transport system is perfect, very structured and easy to navigate. Living standards are high. Everything is very clean.
Ich verspreche dir, du wirst in Japan nirgendwo Geld zahlen müssen, um auf Toilette zu gehen. Und in Deutschland zu nirgendwo auf Toilette gehen können, es sei denn, du isst gerade in diesem Restaurant. Das Ding ist, in Japan sind die Toiletten, obwohl sie gratis sind und obwohl sie überall sind, sauberer als da, wo diese Klofrauen sitzen und die 1 Euro, den musst du so oft schon auf Toilette.
Japón no solo se recorre, se siente en el silencio respetuoso de sus calles, en la precisión de cada detalle, en la manera que en Dios lo más simple tiene propósito. Aquí entendí que no todo tiene que ser rápido, que el tiempo también puede ser contemplación, y caminar sin prisa, mirar con atención y vivir con respeto es una forma más profunda de que no corre detrás del ruido, porque ya entendió el valor del silencio.
以上どうせ過大評価でしょで来日してまんまと日本沼に沈んだネキたちの末路を見てきたぜ。でなここまで見て思ったんだが、過大評価だろってわざわざ噛みつくやつって実はツンデレなんじゃねえかってな。本当にどうでもいい国ならそもそも話題にすらしねえんだよ。わざわざ調べてわざわざ文句垂れて挙句気になって来日までしてる。それもその時点で半分好きみたいなもんだろ。ちなお前らは好きなくせについ憎まれ口を叩いちまうもんってなんかあるか。ワイか。ワイはそうだな。もう応援やめるわって毎年ぶち切れるくせに開幕したら誰より早くテレビの前にいるひいきのプロ野球チーム。お前らのもぜひコメントで教えてくれよな。で別にお前らのコメントなんて全然見てなんかいないんだからね。最後まで見てくれてありがとな。コメントチャンネル登録よろしく。